Hey friends, it's Armstrong here from Adai Miniatures, and today I'm gonna be converting this bugger. It is a custom Chevy TMG something, basically custom 53 Chevy. And there is a lot that I love about this car. I love this, see-through hood. I love the paint job, and that I don't like to do much with this. So this car gonna be very gently converted, and I'm gonna try to keep the most of the paint job on it and not cover too much. It's gonna be one of those little touches cars. But let's just jump on the table and build it. So here it is. It is a lovely little car. We all know that I love Chevys, and just this simple shape always brings me a lot of joy. And I'm just thinking what to do with it, because it is such a cool looking car that doing too much of a conversion to it always feels unnecessary and just bad. So I have a box of cars of 3D printed parts, and what I'm thinking is a very small gun for it. And of course I could probably paint that gun beforehand, but you know me, just add a gun on top of it. Of course, it is a simplistic, like I was actually thinking, just maybe something inside of the doors, would work best. Just, damaging as little of that car as possible. And then, covering the windows a little bit, and then painting this, leaving the plastic see-through hood actually as it is. Just maybe painting the windows. And I'm so on the fence about this car because it is such a cool little car. It's the issue, with me and Chevys. They just always bring me so much joy to work with, and I always struggle with not overdoing it for them, because those cars are brilliant as they are. Just the casting itself is something that I really love, and I would love to have it not too converted, not too damaged. So maybe actually I'm gonna put the gun on the door, and just try to paint it with as little of my madness as possible, and then just cover the sides in here. I have this metal plating. Just like I said, those cars, they bring two feelings, always a awesome looking car, and then it is like, I don't want to destroy it, I want to keep it as it is. But this is for Gaslands, so I'm gonna do as little conversion as possible. I still want to have the car looking somewhat originally as it was at the beginning. Just with little bit of Gaslands touches. So there we go. I ain't gonna even be changing the wheels. I like the original wheels. There is always so much to like about Chevys. Whoever designed this car was a design genius, in my opinion. And I usually do not praise people like that. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of this. And why am I even bothering with measuring? Because I don't want to screw this one up. You know how I am. Usually everything is just eyeballed to the veneer of just being matte completely when it comes to that. But Chevys I always treat with a little bit more respect than any other castings. Yeah. So let's just try to be gentle with it and, you know, give it nice little armoring, but not too much so it ain't gonna screw with the original cast. I think that that's the, you know, that's probably the biggest issue. Like for example, this car, yeah? This is, what is it? A Plymouth Superbird. Yeah. I don't like it to that point that I do not really care how it's going to look at the end of the day. I want it to look good, but I don't care if I change the entire thing. Yeah. But for this little lovely, I do actually care for all of the details that's going to be changed on it. Yeah, so that's a little bit problematic, I guess, when you are actually into converting those toys. When all your channel is pretty much dedicated to convert them, and you know, you hit on your favorite castings. Of course, you know, there are a couple of castings, like a lot of American cars are just brilliant looking. Yeah, and you know, that's probably because I'm a European and I didn't grow up, you know, with them all around me, yeah. But yeah, the European cars were always a little bit more streamlined, I would say, when American cars usually are much more bulky and much more about style than substance. Yeah. Of course, then we have Italian cars, which, you know, are about a lot of style. But still, you know, like I said, I'm not a car person, but I remember always Chevys and Cadillacs was just this kind of cars that I was looking forward the most to look at. And of course, Volkswagen Beetle was probably, again, my second favorite car, besides Chevy. But yeah, this is very gentle conversion, and I'm actually somewhat tempted. I am somewhat tempted with a exhaust pipes. But then when I put the... Oh, I can do it from here. Yeah, 2 exhaust pipes just about this long. And this is gonna definitely, you know, change the shape of the car, but still not to the point where I'm gonna dislike it. It's gonna make it much more Gaslands. Yeah, but you see, to like something like that, just to cover a little bit of the back wheels, make the back a little bit more bulky. It's not gonna be, and it's gonna cover the, you know, the sign of, you know, Hot Wheels a little bit. Come on, stick. And this side. And in here, you know, where we have the front panel, I can stick the rubber bands. It's gonna give the car a little bit more of a wasteland vibe. I hope that I cut it into the right size. Yeah, barely. So here, just do this. Yeah, but you can see that you know how I always work. I always work a little bit aggressively when it comes to every other casting. When it comes to Chevys, it's always a little bit more love. Just simply, they just keep a special place in my heart for some reason. I think that I don't know that people remember this, you know, there was this cartoon in Poland that was called Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Yeah, but this was probably the first time that I fell in love with American cars. I was so enamored as a kid, you know, in Cadillacs. And back then in Poland we have mostly Fiats. Yes. The dumbest little cars in the world. Sorry about that if someone is actually liking Fiats. My father's 126p Fiat wasn't anything special. I couldn't drive it because I have too long legs, and well, my knee was actually sitting on top of the gear change. What do you call it? Gear. People know what I'm talking about. The gearbox switch. Yeah. So I couldn't actually drive it because I couldn't change gears. But this is it for that car. You know, just a little bit of touches with black paint, and then we're gonna finish it with a little bit of metallic, but not much more. Maybe a little bit of weathering. Yeah. So let's just, you know, put a little bit of black on it, not too much, not too aggressively, and then finish painting it. So with this beauty, you know, when it comes to dry brushing, I had to go with a smaller brush because I didn't want to screw it up completely. I think that I'm gonna need more metallic paint, and I just don't know where they put it. Oh, okay, I think that this is dead. Okay, now it's better. Now, this is okay. I need much more than I was expecting, but I just really don't want to screw up and do a lot of scratches and blemishes on this car. I only want to have, you know, the extensions that I added to it within a dark metallic color. All right. I think that this is gonna be good enough for the metallics. Now I need to give them a few minutes to dry, and then, you know, this beauty gonna have to be a little bit weathered. I really don't want to do much with it because it would be a waste of a perfectly good car. So I was really considering, you know, adding some rust to this, but at the end of the day I decided completely against it. So what I want to do is just a little bit of weathering, you know, and try to keep the car as clean as possible. So I have 3 different hues of sandy colors in here. I just don't want to overdo it because I want to keep, well, I did already overdo it here. I do want to keep the flames visible. All right, but I have as well one little secret weapon. I was thinking it was a old red weathering powder, but not. Give me a second, I'm gonna just find some other weathering powders. Okay, so now I have two different shades of weathering pigments. One is more of a dusty road and the other one is more of a sandpit. So for this build, yeah, like I said, I want to save a lot of it. I ain't gonna be even bothering painting the wheel, not the wheels. Yeah, the wheels. I don't gonna add more weathering to the wheels. I think that this weathering is good enough. So let's just get the spin table and throw it on it. So this poor baby got finally converted. Yeah, like I was struggling with actually choosing to convert it because I like the car. But on the other hand, you know, if I convert it, it's gonna be immortalized on YouTube, so let's just say it was a good choice. But how you can see, you know, a little bit of, for me, I did actually go very gently on the weathering and on the pigment powders on this one, and I think it works. Yeah, all of the chrome I would like to get rid of it, but if I want to do that, I would have to disassemble it, and that would be a nightmare. So yeah, sorry, my hands are just slouching down. So yeah, tell me what you think about this. I think that, you know, keeping the flame job on it was actually a good choice. And of course, you know, do all the YouTube stuff, you know, rate, comment, subscribe, and share with everyone who want to watch it. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.